God is undefeated. Don't get it twisted. Church is a business. Anytime, especially these bigger churches with thousands of people and millions of dollars coming in, that's a business because they have overhead, a big old building they got to pay for, lights, water, electricity, all that kind of stuff. They got to pay for security. They got to pay for Sunday school teachers. If they're doing any kind of outreach work, they got to pay for that. Like, that's a business. And I know they try to make it sound like it's not a business, but anytime you got money coming in and paying for overhead and you providing a service, it's a business. See, I had bought this car one time, right? And the car was in good shape. It was a Toyota, so you know them Toyotas run. And I had a slight problem. I think the alternator went out, right? But that was the only problem I had. So I took it to the shop. It wasn't a dealer because the dealer cost too much money. So I took it to the shop. They changed the alternator. About a month later, I had another problem. And then a month later, it was another problem. See, the thing about business is this. If you ain't got no customers, you ain't got no business. So I'm looking at my car like, man, did this guy fix something and break something at the same time? Like, is he trying to keep me coming back so I'm spending my money? Like, did he really try to solve the problem or did he just try to keep a customer? And I took that same kind of logic and I applied it to church because so many people go to church faithfully, right? Faithful churchgoers, but they never quite get over the hump. They never quite figure it out and they always just keep coming back. I took that same philosophy with church and the mechanics and I said, you know what? They got the same job. And doctors got the same job. Their job is not in fixing the problem for real at the root. Their job is to keep customers. Mechanics, doctors, preachers are in the job of keeping customers because if they don't have customers, they don't have a business. So when you see people going to church for years and years and years and they never quite grasp what it is that would make life beneficial for them, it's because their preacher or their pastor isn't teaching them what they need. They're not feeding them spiritual food that will actually sustain them. They feed them baby food. It's mush. You know what I mean? Just enough to get you through the week. And then, Sunday come around, you got to come back to church and give some more money, and we're going to make you feel a little bit better, send you on your way. Monday morning come, and you ain't got no tools in order to make it through the week, in order to make life better. It's cold. It's a cold world out here. Yeah, it's a cold world out here, but we ain't a victim to that no more. You feel me? We ain't got to take that. It's time for us to really graduate into some real spiritual sustenance.